Imagine a place so vast and cold it feels like another world. The Arctic. This kingdom of ice and snow is not just a distant frontier, it's the heartbeat of our planet's climate. What happens here ripples across the globe, affecting weather, sea levels, and even the food we eat. The Arctic acts as Earth's mirror, reflecting sunlight and keeping our planet cool. As this mirror shrinks, the darker ocean absorbs more heat, accelerating global warming. The balance that sustains life on Earth is shifting before our eyes. Today, the Arctic is changing faster than anywhere else on Earth. Glaciers that stood for millennia are retreating, and permanent sea ice is vanishing each summer. These changes aren't distant threats. They're happening now, impacting us all. A fisherman in the Philippines, a farmer in Kansas, a city dweller in London, all are connected to the fate of the polar bear and the seal. Understanding this connection is the first step toward action. The Arctic story is our story, a warning but also an invitation to act. Scientists are witnessing transformations they thought would take centuries. The silent meltdown at the top of the world is sending a message. Will we listen? The future of the Arctic is the future of us all. The Arctic isn't a country, but a vast polar region at the top of our planet. It spans over 14 million square kilometers, larger than Europe, encompassing ocean, tundra, and parts of 8 nations. Despite its harshness, the Arctic teems with life. Polar bears hunt on sea ice, narwhals and belugas swim below, and herds of caribou migrate across the tundra. Indigenous peoples like the Inuit, Sami, and Nenets have thrived here for thousands of years, their cultures deeply tied to the land and its rhythms. They are the Arctic's original guardians, holding generations of wisdom about living in harmony with this powerful, fragile world. The Arctic's extreme seasons, months of darkness and winter, endless daylight and summer, dictate the rhythm of life. In summer, the tundra bursts into life and millions of birds arrive to breed. In winter, the land is locked in ice and darkness. This dramatic pulse of freeze and thaw shapes every living thing here. The Arctic is a world of contrasts, resilience, and adaptation. Its story is one of survival against the odds. And now, it faces its greatest challenge yet. The Arctic is Earth's air conditioner thanks to the albedo effect. Ice and snow reflect most of the sun's energy back into space. This keeps our planet cooler and stabilizes global weather. But as Arctic ice melts, dark ocean absorbs more heat, creating a feedback loop that accelerates warming. The Arctic is now heating up more than twice as fast as the rest of the planet. This warming disrupts ocean currents and wind patterns, destabilizing weather systems worldwide. The jet stream, which shapes our weather, becomes erratic as the Arctic warms, leading to more extreme events. The loss of Arctic ice threatens the balance that has allowed human civilization to flourish. Protecting the Arctic isn't just about saving polar bears. It's about preserving the climate stability we all depend on. The fate of this icy mirror is a reflection of our own. The Arctic's cooling power is slipping away. Our future depends on restoring this balance. The time to act is now. The world's climate engine is faltering. Will we fix it? Once a place of legend, the Arctic became a Cold War battleground, spurring scientific research that revealed its secrets. Submarines mapped the seafloor, and scientists tracked ice thickness, creating invaluable records. In the late 20th century, these records exposed a startling truth. Arctic sea ice was shrinking and thinning at an unprecedented rate. The thick multi-year ice was vanishing, replaced by fragile seasonal ice. Data collected for war became a warning for the planet. Today, the Arctic is melting faster than ever. Each year brings new records for ice loss and temperature. Events once predicted for the end of the century are happening now. The Arctic's history is no longer written in ancient ice, but in its rapid disappearance. The evidence is undeniable. The world must heed the lessons hidden in the ice. The time for action is running out. Nowhere are the effects of Arctic warming more visible than in its wildlife and people. Polar bears, dependent on sea ice to hunt, are struggling as their habitat melts away. Starvation, lower birth rates, and increased conflicts with humans are becoming common. Indigenous communities face daily realities of change, like Kivalina, Alaska, where melting sea ice leaves villages exposed to storms and erosion. Some are forced to relocate, losing homes and history. Sami reindeer herders in Scandinavia find unpredictable weather threatens their ancient livelihoods. Permafrost is thawing, releasing greenhouse gases and destabilizing the ground, causing buildings and roads to collapse. The Arctic is warming up to 4 times faster than the global average, a phenomenon called Arctic amplification. Traditional knowledge is becoming less reliable as the environment transforms. The Arctic is not just melting, it's unraveling. The changes here are a warning for us all. The front line of climate change is moving south. What happens in the Arctic won't stay in the Arctic. Arctic changes don't stay at the top of the world. They disrupt weather everywhere. The jet stream, powered by the temperature gap between Arctic and South, is weakening as the Arctic warms. This causes it to meander, leading to persistent heat waves, floods, and cold snaps far from the poles. Extreme events, like European heat waves, Texas cold snaps, and Pakistani floods, are becoming more frequent and intense. Farmers face unpredictable seasons, and cities are tested by new extremes. The Arctic's meltdown is loading the dice for global weather chaos. When you experience unusual weather, remember the connection to the Arctic. We live on an interconnected planet. What happens in the Arctic affects us all. The Arctic is sending a clear signal. Will we respond before the balance tips too far? Melting Arctic land ice, especially Greenland, is raising sea levels worldwide, threatening millions in coastal cities and island nations. The influx of fresh water could disrupt major ocean currents like the Gulf Stream, with dramatic consequences for global weather. As ice recedes, new shipping lanes and resource opportunities emerge, sparking a modern gold rush. But the Arctic ecosystem is fragile. A single oil spill could be catastrophic. Increased shipping brings risks, accidents, noise, and invasive species. Economic ambition clashes with environmental protection. The promise of the new Arctic is a double-edged sword. The choices we make now will shape its future. Will we protect this last great wilderness, or sacrifice it for short-term gain? The Arctic story is daunting, but not hopeless. Humanity's greatest strengths, ingenuity, cooperation, and resolve, can still shape its future. The main driver of Arctic melting is greenhouse gas emissions. The solution is clear transition from fossil fuels to clean, renewable energy. International agreements like the Paris Agreement set the stage, but individual choices matter too. By reducing our energy use, supporting sustainable businesses, and demanding strong climate policies, we can drive change. Educating ourselves and others about the Arctic's importance is vital. The chorus for action is growing louder. The Arctic is a mirror, reflecting the state of our planet, and a symbol of hope if we act together. Protecting it will be a testament to our ability to solve global challenges. Let's turn knowledge into action. The Arctic's future, and ours, depends on what we do next. The Ice Kingdom at the top of the world can endure if we choose to protect it.